It's the most wonderful time. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Season starts this week. I'm very excited. I assume people watching this are very excited, or else why would you be watching this? I am going to be doing 2 reaction videos this week. I will be doing one, obviously, for the Bills game against the Cardinals on Sunday, and why not do one about the season opener? It's going to be the Chiefs and the Ravens. It's going to be a redo, basically, of that AFC Championship game, which was one of the first videos I did that people actually wanted to watch. I feel like this is going to be a fun game to watch. The Ravens are going to come into this game with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. Lamar in particular, because people have basically spent the last offseason talking, a lot of people, about how pathetic his performance has been in the playoffs, and that game was.
I was told Lamar Jackson was the MVP of this league. I'm not impressed.
Was ugly. And I had not watched Ravens games all season. Somehow they just had managed to not come across my radar. And so I was just going on what everybody had said, that he was the MVP and the Ravens had the best record and they were amazing. And then I saw them against the Chiefs and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, I don't know who this team is that appeared this week, but like, what? What's happening?
The Chiefs have improved in the offseason, if anything. I hate to say it, but I think they are once again the ones to beat. I think the only thing that's going to beat them is injuries, if anything, because their core of players is getting kind of old. I'm not wishing injury on them. I'm not wishing injury on anybody right now because it's been. Matt Milano basically ripped his bicep bending over. So let's just wish for a very happy, healthy year for every team. Not going to do an unboxing video on this, but I'm very excited that I managed to get one of these. The ones that they're selling online are terrible. But this one has Matt Milano pre-injury. The Bills lineup looks great. I mean, for what we're working with. I'm almost happier about the guys we ended up managing to keep on our practice squad than I am about the actual. I'm like, oh, our backups are really solid. Our starters are whatever. Greg Rousseau looked amazing in the preseason, so I'm just going to function on the idea that he's going to sack every quarterback every single time. Let's go with that, and then we'll be fine. MVS is already hurt. Curtis Samuel's already hurt. Like, what? That all said, I'm still pretty optimistic. I'm not super down on our chances this year. I think our chances are worse this year than last year, but I think we're still in the running. And I think our division is not as competitive as people seem to think. The Dolphins, they have amazing skill players, but I hear a lot of talk about Aaron Rodgers' big comeback. I heard somebody say they think he's going to be MVP. What are you guys talking about? I think the Jets are going to be terrible. I may eat those words, but what are we talking about here? We're talking about a guy in his 40s who's coming off an Achilles tear. Why are we not talking about Kirk Cousins like he's going to pull this shit off? He's not. Aaron Rodgers is not going to be good. The Jets are not going to be good. The Patriots. What can I say about the Patriots? Nothing. If you want to read more of my thoughts about this, about other teams that I know less about, I actually started a Substack, which I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but I actually write professionally in my non-football time. The writing I am going to be doing on Substack is not real journalism. It's just sort of random thoughts. But I figure since I'm not actually doing a lot of writing for money right now, it's just a good thing to do to keep my skills up. These things that I'm writing, they're not super stat heavy. I'm not a fantasy person. I don't know a ton about I'm going to look at every game this season and know that this matchup on these accounts with this sort of defense that they run, with this sort of offense that they this is a vibe check. I wrote an article about vibes. So if you want to read my vibes, I did one about the AFC that's up today, one about the NFC, which is even less educated, that's going to be up tomorrow. The Substack is at fairweatherfanbz.substack.com. I'll put that in the channel information so you guys can check it out there. I'm also thinking that what I'll do there is have chats, although the functionality of that, I'm going to be kind of making it up as I go along because I don't really know. It looks like it's just a regular message chat, but if I open up a thread during every game, that way people can come up with live thoughts while I'm filming my reaction videos, even if I'm not airing those live on YouTube. Because there's so much dead time when I'm doing those reaction videos, I feel like that would be a really boring live stream. Chats live on Substack, reaction videos day after, reaction videos to Chiefs games and Bills games, although I might not be able to hit every single one all season long. I'll do my best. I'm going to be going to a couple games, so that'll make it difficult for me to do reaction videos to those ones, but they'll be interesting videos in and of themselves because I'll be able to talk about being at the games themselves. I'm not going to be at the Bills Chiefs game. You guys have fun with that. The Substack will also have links to all my videos, so follow that, subscribe to that. It's not paid. I'm not making any money doing any of this, you guys. I can't monetize most of my videos because they have so many NFL clips in them. So making that big YouTube NFL cash. It's like zero. But subscribe just for funsies. You'll get email notifications every time I put up a post. It won't be that often. It shouldn't bother you that much. Who checks their emails anyway? Just subscribe. I swear to God, I have like 100,000 unread emails in my email box. What do we got there? We got 71,000. Don't even look at my voicemail. Like, I'm really behind on a lot of shit. Bills get paid. Kids go to school. What else is really emails? Not necessary. But subscribe so I can send you emails for you to not read. Other than that, I'll see you back here on Friday with my reaction video to the Chiefs-Ravens game. You guys know, any Chiefs fans who are watching this know, I'm going to be rooting against the Chiefs. After seeing that game last season, it's going to be hard to root for the Ravens because also I'm married to a Steelers fan. I'm not allowed to root for the Ravens. Can both teams lose? Go Bills.
Oh, there it goes. Great job.